everyone, it's Brittany here, Miss Glamour Girl 1992. Welcome to my channel, live once again in my room. Today what I'm going to be doing is a quick company review and product review for Sedona Lace. If you've not heard about Sedona Lace, they are a makeup distributor based here in the United States. So what that pretty much means is instead of being a distributor based outside of the US, they're based here, so you get your products faster, you have better communication with their staff and their customer service, so you pretty much get a better consumer experience when you're ordering certain products such as concealer palettes and 120 palettes, 88 palettes, the Party Girl palette, just different items that we on YouTube like to use. So I was contacted by Maria from Sedona Lace, and she asked if I would like to review a palette from them. So of course, being a makeup junkie, I said yes. I didn't know it was going to take me this long to get it done, but I said yes anyway. So she sent me, she said, go on the site, pick a palette, and we'll send it to you so you can review it. So instead of getting an eyeshadow palette, since I have so many eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes, I decided to go for a concealer palette that I had been wanting to try for some years now. I just didn't feel like ordering it. So I got the 10 color concealer palette, camouflage palette by Sedona Lace, and here's what it looks like. Okay, now Sedona Lace as a company was very nice, awesome customer service. She sent me the email 2 days later. I had the package, came in a box, it was bubble wrapped, and it had little foam thingies in it so that it traveled well and didn't break or anything. So I didn't have any problems with the company or the customer service. It was all pretty great. Now, the palette itself, okay? Here's what happened. I got here, I opened it up, I ripped it up, and I opened the palette, and just like any other makeup junkie, first thing I did was swatched the palette. So I take my finger, get a nice size amount of a swatch, and I swatch it on my hand. Okay? So you guys saw how much I rubbed it around in the little palette there, and that's pretty much what I got there. Okay? Trying to get that out the way. So that's pretty much the swatch that I got from rubbing it around a few times and swatching it on my hand. Okay? That's what it looks like. Now you guys know my holy grail concealer is Ruby Kisses 3D Face Creator. I've been using it for the past like 2 years probably, and it's cheap. It's like $5 and you get 2 colors. So this is my holy grail concealer. That's the only thing I'm going to be comparing this against, is my holy grail concealer, same price range. So let me go ahead and swatch this for you so you guys can get an idea of how I was feeling when I swatched that. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I rubbed it around a few times and I swatched it. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now I'm sure you probably cannot tell, but I rubbed it around the same amount of times. I swatched it, and as you can see, the consistency of my Ruby Kisses is a lot creamier. The staying power, it spreads product a lot better. The product actually stays on your hand and it spreads the pigmentation. With the Sedona Lace, you move your finger around, it's gone. It comes off. It doesn't even stay on your finger because it's the texture of the product that actually moves it. And it's kind of an oily texture, so the color doesn't actually stay. It doesn't really move the product around as if like a creamy product would do. So I was pretty disappointed with that, honestly. I swatched all the other, darker colors because that's what I use on myself. And just to see the color range, first of all, these colors, this is true to color. What you're seeing, this is true to color. They're pretty much the same color. This is a little bit lighter, but these are pretty much the same exact color. and it's kind of light if you know, comparison to, you know, darker color concealer. You know, it's pretty light. So the color range is not that great if you are, you know, a darker person. If you're lighter, you have a pretty nice range. This is the lightest color. This is, I actually have one of my lightest concealers is about the same color as this. So that's really good. Now, one thing I don't like is that the lighter colors are somewhat okay. The lightest colors are okay. So you get a color like this, and it's not bad. It's not too bad. Okay? They're a little more chalky, something like this. It's a little more chalky, so you know, you get a better color payoff. But even these, even the lighter colors, when you actually apply them on your skin, you have to really work to get the color to stay and show up. I actually used this on a client. I believe I used, for her, I want to say I used this color, kind of a mixture of these two colors, to conceal. And I couldn't even keep using it because I felt like I was wasting time on the client trying to, you know, I keep my faces between 35 and 40 minutes, and it was taking too much time for me to sit there and apply the concealer to her face because it was just, you had to keep going back to the palette. And that's something that I really did not like about it. You know, you have to work to learn it. If you are willing to learn how to use it, then sure, you can get it. If you're a darker complexion or you do typically darker clients, I would not recommend this. It's going to be a waste of money because all the good shades are lighter shades. Now, if you want something quick or you want to just play around, sure, it's only $15. But don't feel like this is your end all be all. You know, you have other options. This is my holy grail, and I would have rather spent my money on this than to spend, you know, $15. I could have got 3 more concealers, you know, 6 more concealers really. So I was really disappointed. Even with Ruby Kisses, you have NYX concealer in a jar that is of better quality than this palette. So bottom line, I was disappointed in the product, but I do recommend the company if you are in the business of palettes, brushes, lashes, you know, makeup stuff. I would recommend using Sedona Lace. So yeah, if you guys want to get this palette, go right ahead. It's $15.99 on their website, but I really wouldn't recommend it. So that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too depressing if you were looking into getting this palette, but that's my honest opinion. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.